What's up, y'all? So I'm here to talk about the third part of the reunion, and surprise, surprise, they didn't say nothing about the Dollar Tree field day that Dusty had. They sure didn't bring up anything that Martell said about the Scott's marriage and how they smashed chicks together. They didn't bring up none of that. You would think there's something that was promoted so much on the show they would actually like discuss at the reunion. But hey, I guess the Scotts must have a contract where they don't say bad things about their marriage because they didn't talk about it at all. Not even a little bit. They didn't even bring it up. But anyway, so they started off the reunion with, how Martell admitted to sleeping with Trish on episode 2. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I slept with her. Oh, I'm just joking. That BS. But he really speaking facts. He slept with her. So they started off with that, and they asked Ken, like, how do you think? What do you think about that? And he was like, I don't think that's cool. This and that, and he was like talking shit. And then Martell didn't say a damn thing back. So then Melody was like, oh, you're not gonna say nothing to him? You just gonna let him talk to you like that with the bass in his voice, and you're not gonna check him? You're not gonna say nothing? He's like, Martell's like, he didn't say nothing disrespectful. She's like, you always in women's business, and you always want to argue with women, but you ain't got nothing to say to him? He sure had a lot of bass in his voice. He's like, he didn't really say nothing. He's being respectful, so I don't have nothing to say to him. She pulled Martell's car real hard. So then Maurice jumped in it, and Maurice was like, yeah, you've been joking with him, so, you don't think you owe him an apology? And then that's when Martell started getting hyphy with Maurice and was like, that shit they've been showing on the preview all week. He started getting hyphy with Maurice and yelling at him and screaming. And so then Nell was like, stop screaming in my damn ear. Then he got hyphy with Nell. And like he was just Martell was being so damn disrespectful. He's being disrespectful to Maurice, disrespectful to Nell, like in front of her husband. Then they're like, oh, you gonna talk to her like that? And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Like, what? He is so damn disrespectful. He was talking so crazy to Nell. She was like, stop yelling in my ear. He was like, oh, hush. He was like, switch seats with him then. Like, just talking to her reckless as hell. And she was like, no. Oh, my God. I can't believe the way he was talking to her. I mean, I know he's an asshole, but damn, you talking to someone else's wife like that? You are insane. So then Carlos goes to Martell. So why did you intimate that you did not know who Trisha was? And then Martell gonna say, because she looked different. She looked different than she looked before. Boy, 2020 to 2024, you didn't recognize her? Get the hell out of here. So then Carlos goes, you said that Trish was not hot enough for you to sleep with. Is that true? And then big boy Ken butts in and goes, that's a damn lie. He's trying to stick up for little Buffy the Gym Slayer, whatever. And Martell goes, and he like has his hands folded together. He just like he is in this picture. He like he want to answer it. He want to be funny. He laughed and shrugged and then just smiled. And he was like, but he never answers it, right? Cause y'all, they smashed. I don't know why people be in my comments like, oh, she didn't sleep with him. Like people be dead ass writing for her like she did not sleep with him. Everybody knows they slept together. The way Martell is acting, he is saying it without saying it. He already pretty much said it when he said, I'm gonna keep it real, I slept with her. Come on, he slept with that woman. What else would an adult slide in someone's DM and invite them to their house to do? Like, come on, let's be logical here. So anyways, he on some bullshit, not trying to answer it. But basically, he answered it with that little shrug smile. So Mel goes, hey, and she inserts herself in the mess. Since Carlos not going to ask the tough questions, Melody did. Melody goes, hey, isn't it true that... So basically, Carlos asks, do he trust her? And he like, yeah, I know she has a weird way of doing things. He's like, what, like telling the truth? He's like, no, we've been together 3 years and that's the only thing she lied about. Boy, so clearly he knows that she slept with Martell, or else what does he mean she lied about it? Like, let's just call a thing a thing. He knows she admitted it to him and they just don't want to air it on TV because he was like, I don't even care. It was before me. I wouldn't even be mad because it was before me. What would be before you? That she met up with him and went to his house to work out? Like, or didn't work out? Like, anyways, let's move on. So then they bring Marquez out there and they just have the same conversation they've been having. They're trying to say he don't take care of his kid. Hey, Chris, blah, blah, blah. I don't even care. I honestly, that story was there anybody in the don't gym care. That you was at? So anyways, Marquez was like, yeah, there's I want to give Melody her flowers. And then Martell went and looked her up and found her on Instagram. And Martell gonna be like, don't answer that. And then Nell was like, you better answer that. And then Chris was like, yeah. So Chris admits it, and he said, yeah. Matter of fact, there's one walking by me right now that's always in the gym. And I told him her name. And then Carlos goes, so then Martell, you took it upon yourself to go look her up and slide in her DMs? And Martell gonna say, of course. Now, what y'all think that was to work out? Like, come on, be for real. So Carlos goes, okay, you slid in her DMs and then you invited her to your house to work out. And then when he says that, Martell just sits there quiet, like, he want to answer and say the truth. Like, no, I didn't ask her to work out. Psh, I asked her to smash. He want to say that, but he don't say nothing. He's sitting there, pause, and Trish get a little nervous, like, oh, he might gonna say the wrong thing. So Trish hop in there and be like, no, So Trish trying to save her story. She goes, no, we were supposed to have worked out at a gym. And then Carlos goes, well, you had also said that you didn't know if there was a gym in his house or not. So Carlos is like, I don't know how you wouldn't know that there wasn't a gym in his house. You know, houses have kitchens and living rooms, and gyms have weight machines and benches. So how you didn't know there was a gym there? She's like, oh, because I looked the address up. Bitch, I thought you didn't even know where the house was. Okay, but anyways, she's like, I looked the address up, and yeah, it was in like a nice neighborhood. So I was like, yeah, there's probably a clubhouse gym over there, because, you know, I be working out with people in the clubhouse. That's what I train people at. Girl, just stop already, bro. Just stop. So Carlos goes, you admit that you went into a married man's house, and then Ken whispering to Trisha, he wasn't married though then, right? Because, you know, this is what Trish done pumped his ass up to believe. Oh, they was divorced. Girl, they ain't even filed for a divorce yet. Sugar mama wasn't even born yet. If you don't knock it off. Anyways, so he's like, Carlos is like, yeah, so when a Martell hoe on Love and Marriage Huntsville slid in your DMs, you didn't think nothing. She's like, I didn't know he was married. I didn't know that till I got to his house. He's like, so you never seen Love and Marriage Huntsville? No, I never seen the show. Mind you, Marquez already said that she watched the show. He's like, so you mean to tell me you from Huntsville, Alabama? Is there any other shows on there, child? And everyone's like, no. And then Ken is like, I never watched it. And they're like, yeah, but you're a dude. Okay, you probably never watched it. You're a guy. Bitch, we know you done seen the show. That's how I found out about the commercial. About the show. I never seen it till the pandemic. The commercial just kept coming on. Number one show. And I was like, damn, that looked kind of good. And then I just smashed all the seasons once I finally found out about it. So Trish, stop lying. If you got a show in your hometown, you're watching it or you know about it. Girl, please stop. That's a little ass town. You knew who Martell was. Come on, stop. He was like, I respect her as a businesswoman. Like, I'm just in awe of her. I have an admiration for her. And so this is them just staring at him on his knees, giving her flowers. And Martell staring at him too. And it was really sweet. But, you know, Ken tried to be like, oh, he trying to get at you. Like, you know, Martell tried to trick Trisha in over there acting like he want to work out. And he's like, I'm not trying to be with her. I'm just, you know, trying to, you know, learn from her. And I have respect for her, which, okay, I thought it was sweet. Okay, so after the Marquez thing, then they finally got to talking about the girls' trip. And they were asking everyone, did everyone have a good time? Everyone raised their hand except for Nell and Destiny. Like, you fucking bird, but whatever. So then they're like, oh, was it fun? You know, this was the first girls' trip we ever did. And Tisha was like, yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. The only thing I didn't like was the room situation. You know, I felt like we're the OGs. We should have got better rooms. And then Kimmy gonna say, we was filming with Nell in her backyard for free. So it's more than just OGs. Bitch, you didn't pay for that. I'm sure Mel paid for that camera crew because this was Mel's idea. And another thing, I think it's real funny that every time they show Carlos, they show executive producer / creator. Like, when did they ever say that in any other reunion? Like, I don't know why he's so gung-ho about trying to act like he created the show now when we all know Melody brought this show to him and all he did was change the fucking name and that's it. So anyways, yeah, you were filming with Melody in her backyard because this was her idea. She was trying to put y'all on. She was already helping the SCOTTS with their business. So why wouldn't y'all be filming with her if y'all were friends and y'all were hanging out? Like, was she supposed to pay you to do a pilot? Pay you to get you on the show? Like, girl, she put you in position. So please shut the hell up. More than what your husband has done. So anyways, then they ask Nell, do you think that the show has gone to Melody's head? And she's like, yeah. And Melody's like, how? Like, how do you feel like it's gone to my head? You the one, and this one Melody stood up. She's like, you the one that be like, Melody's the queen of this. Y'all need to fall in line. Woo. That's always you. That's how you been. Not me. That's how you been. And now they have no comeback, really. So then they get to the Dusty and Melody of it all. And they're like, y'all seem like y'all was getting along on this trip. As soon as you seen her, Destiny, you walked up to her and was like, I want to apologize. She's like, no, I said I want to apologize for what I did to you or what I had to do to you, what you made me do to you. Like, bitch, she always has something to say about what she said. Like, she always got to try to correct someone on what she said. She does it with Dion all the time, and it's freaking annoying. Just keep it real. You was following her around like a little puppy dog. So anyways, they were like, yeah, y'all seem like y'all got cool on this trip, and then I don't know what happened. Is there any hope for you guys to like have a relationship? And Mel was like, if there was any hope, it would have happened when we came back from St. Thomas, and that's not what happened. So Destiny says the reason why she switched it up when she came back is because Mel was telling everyone that she was coming on too strong and that she was following around like a little puppy dog. Girl, you were coming on too strong. You were following her around like a little puppy dog. She's like, yeah, she's trying to make me look like a stalker. Girl, you were looking like a stalker. Like, are we not watching the same thing? That's why I know that she's not like out of touch with reality. So Mel had to let her know, everywhere I went, you were right there. Every freaking place I sat, you were sitting next to me. Like, you was just on me the whole time, whispering in my ear, like, did you know about this? Did you know about that? Oh my God. Like, you know how it is when you ain't seen somebody for a long time and then they're trying to get back in your good graces and they just trying to tell you all the tea. That's what Destiny was doing. She was trying to tell Mel all the tea and did you know about this? And we seen it on TV. Even Kimmy said it. Everybody's seen it. So now Destiny trying to rewrite history. And I guess when she got back and someone told her that she was following around like a little puppy dog, that's when she got mad and switched it up on Mel. No, you're just a fake ass bitch, okay? And I'm glad Mel seen it and didn't give you another chance. I'm glad she didn't fall for it because, it's hard not to fall for it when you're in your face following you around like a little puppy dog everywhere. Anyways, they finally bring out Stormy, the special guest. And I just want to know, why did she have the grandmama draws on with this dress? Whoever styled her with the dress, like, why are we looking at your granny panties? I hate it so much. Anyway, she comes out in the dress, showing off her new surgery, and she just looks like the dress is all right, but you look stuffed in it. Like, I don't like the mesh part. I don't like how you look stuffed in it. I don't like how your boobs look like rock hard. I can't. This was Mel falling out when she was arguing with Nail. She was like, girl, I'm tired. And she just fell out. But girl, this was me when Stormy came on stage, because it was like freaking snooze fest. They asked her why, what happened to her the rest of the season, where did she go? And she had to say that her business was doing so good that she's the number one seller on TikTok, because that's her claim to fame. She got to bring that up everywhere she go. I'm the number one seller on TikTok. I did 1 million in sales, so I just got busy. But girl, you could have still filmed your life while you're busy. So say what it really is. So then she tried to say that, oh, it's because the negativity, blah, blah. Girl, just do good business and you wouldn't have negativity. What about your mom? She was negative as hell. Anyway, so then what else happened? You see how her boobs look? You see how they look hard as a rock? Like, I don't like it. Anyway, so then they finally started talking about Kiki, which I didn't even think they were going to even talk about her. So I guess Tisha had like a little ceremony for her. I don't know. They all wore purple. It seemed like everyone was invited except for Melody. I don't know. But they all wore purple and wrote her little name on these little lamps or whatever. And then what I thought was really interesting while they were playing the Kiki clips and stuff, and they came back and talked to everybody, they were like, Stormy, Carlos was like, Stormy, I heard that you paid for Kiki's funeral, and is that true? And she's like, yeah, I just really had a soft spot for Kiki, so I want to do anything that I can help with. So I reached out to her husband, and he was like, oh my God, I'm so glad you called, because we were sitting here trying to figure out what we were going to do, how we were going to bury her. And I'm like, what? Tisha, you up there talking about how much you love your cousin, and you and your husband couldn't give up $15,000 to have her a funeral? Like, that is insane to me. Like, Stormy got millions, but the Scotts should have enough money to give their cousin. Like, that is insane to me. Y'all could have took out a loan. Y'all could have did any damn thing, but y'all let Stormy, whatever. I will never understand that, but I thought that was That was cool, Stormy. Okay, I'm not gonna hate. That was nice. But weird as hell. Weird as hell if my cousin don't help pay for me after she treated me like shit on the show. All of y'all treated her like shit on the show. Mel didn't, but all y'all was talking shit about Kiki, talking about her addiction. Her addiction should have never came up on that show. That was nobody's business. Like, that was just foul as hell. But yeah, that was the end of the reunion. Very lackluster and boring, to be honest. Yeah. Tell me what y'all think down in the comments. Please talk to me. I'm going to talk back. Please comment, like, subscribe, put your notification bell on, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.